Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new episode of the Montreal Canadiens franchise mode in NHL 20. We're about to enter year number 9 of the franchise mode, nearly 10 years in. It's been about a week or so, even a bit more than a week since I recorded one of these episodes. I've been enjoying more time outside, to be honest. I mean, it's spring, been less time recording. I started a new series in MLB The Show 20, if you guys like baseball, a March to October, which is basically similar to a franchise mode, but where you actually play. You play an entire season, and the playoffs, you only play key moments, so you jump in later in the game. Episode 1 is on my channel from the Los Angeles Dodgers, so it's going to be a series going to go through the spring. If you're interested in that, definitely go check that out. But we're entering year number 9. We have a champion team status, and we actually have Arizona's first round pick this year, which could potentially be a lottery pick because they're not a good team. We had an insane preseason, was basically split into two halves. So the first half of the preseason, we started off with 3 shutouts, 4-0, 3-0, then 7-0, scoring 14 goals in 3 games. Then we score 6 in the next ones. We're 20-1 for goals for and the goals against in the first 4 games. Then we lose 7-6. We win 7-6 and win 4-3. So in the season, are we going to be a team that's going to let in a lot of goals but score a lot of goals as well? Or are we going to be a team that just shuts it down defensively and scores a bunch? That's to be seen later on. So taking a look quickly at the coaching staff, and then I'll go through the lineups for the NHL and AHL. Silas Molson, he's been our head coach, I believe, from the start. A pluses everywhere. He's happy. 2 President's Trophy, 67% team fit. So he is perfect for our team. Patrick Marleau for offense. Bentley here for defense. Goalie Andrioff, 66 staff chemistry, which is extremely good. This is probably the best coaching staff in terms of chemistry and all of that we had in franchise mode. As for the trade block, I have Leon Draisaitl there. The reason is that he's making 11.7 for another 4 years, 95 overall, max trade value. I'm just going to put it out there that if a computer wants to send me maybe 2 guys or 3 guys combined that worth that money, let's say mid 80s to high 80s overall, maybe it'd be best to have 2 or 3 players instead of 1. But at the same time, Draisaitl has been absolutely insane for us. 50-goal seasons, 100-point seasons. Then we have a couple of medium elite prospects here. So let's see what happens. We are limited with cap space. Just over $2 million left right now, which is why I have Draisaitl there. This is the lineup. The bottom 6 is average, but the top 6 is insane. Right, Draisaitl, Caulfield at +1. They're 93, 96, and 89. Then we have Sammy Blais, the legend, returns. He was in my Atlantic Navigators franchise mode. He was our captain and scored the Stanley Cup winning goal in overtime. He was amazing, so I'm hoping he can bring us the same luck as we did in that franchise mode and bring us the first Stanley Cup, because we haven't won a cup yet in 8 years so far. Trevor Wong, 90 overall, Domi, 86. He's been there from the start. Cole Caulfield, Max Domi, and Brendan Gallagher, and Philippe Danault, those 4, the only 4 forwards that were there from the start. Michael McLeod, Connor Garland, finishing line number 2. Then Jake Gifford's back at Carlson, Danault and Lawson, Krause in line number 4. Defense is very solid, I would say. So we have Bowen Byram and Victor Soderstrom with the chemistry 88 and 89. Hutanen or Hotanen, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. We got him and Blais part of a trade with the Maple Leafs in the last episode. Churchrins, they're with the +1, they're 86 and 84. They're the +1 with Jet Wu and Axel Anderson, they're 81 and 79, so not bad. In goal, 90 overall, Marcus Samsonov, medium. He's high elite potential, elite goaltender role right now. 90 overall at 26. Making $9 million for 7 years. He's from Belarus, so an unreal contract. Backed up by Maxime Lapointe, 79 at 22, medium elite. And in Laval, we have Jackson Sawyer, medium elite potential, 75 at 21. Our goaltending situation couldn't be better. Can't complain at all there. Special teams is Wright, Wong, Draisaitl, Caulfield, Churchrin in unit number 1. Then McLeod, Blais, Domi, Soderstrom, Byram, unit number 2. Everyone has a +1. First penalty kill unit has a +3. We got Philippe Danault there with his 4-star defense, 90 face-offs. He's excellent for penalty kill, just like in real life. Now, taking a quick look at the Laval Rocket, they actually look pretty good. Everyone has a +1 and 4 group, ranging from mid-70s to 80s. We have one guy here. This guy here is 61 and 53. Probably going to go grab a couple guys in free agency real quick to replace them. Defense, looking very good, especially this guy here, Jacob Holmes, 77 overall at 24, medium top 6 potential. And in goal, you guys saw Jackson Sawyer. So I think we're all set to go and enter year number 9, looking for our first Stanley Cup of the franchise mode. All right, so actually replaced a couple of guys on the fourth line with a couple of 75s. Ned Wilson, Aiden Koski, both of them 25 years old. Low top 6 potential and medium top 6. So just to fill out that last line. They no longer have that +1, but I'd rather have a 75 overall than a 61 any day of the week. So just to straighten the bottom 6 in Laval, looking at those small details, I want to have the best chance of winning. So we do have a Calder Cup. We have no Stanley Cup rate as of now. Facing off against the Pittsburgh Penguins. To start off the year, we actually got 2 games against the Penguins in 2 weeks there. So hopefully you can start off the year on the right note. We're playing in Pittsburgh. Here we go, period number 1, 1-0. There you go. Leon Draisaitl on the power play. This is our first year without Jesperi Kotkaniemi. We couldn't afford him, unfortunately. Him and Unila had to walk in free agency. 4-1, Soderstrom, Bled, Domi scored. Getzel gets 1 on Samsonov. Ends up 5-1 with Max Domi get his second of the game. Big 5-1 win. And I actually forgot to check. I'm going to have to check right now. Where did Kotkaniemi and Unila sign? Because I actually, honestly, I forgot to look at that. We got to take a look quickly. All right. Yes, Betty Kotkaniemi. Where did he go? He went to the Minnesota Wild. All right. 92 overall. There he is. So we're going to have to slow him some games against the Minnesota Wild for sure. Yes, Betty Kotkaniemi, loved by the fans in Montreal. And we're going to take a look at Marco Unila. Don't remember how to spell it, if it was 2 N's or 2 L's. All right, I found him. I got the correct spelling finally. Marco Unila. He's off to Arizona, 87 high top 6. I have to check how much they make. So 10.5 for 4 years. There you go. He's making a lot of money. I forgot to check how much Kotkaniemi is doing, so I'm gonna have to go check that real quick over in Minnesota. He's on the first line there. 11.88 for 6 years. We offered him, I think, like 12 million, and he refused. But at the end of the day, it's a business decision. We couldn't keep everybody, so in free agency, we had to let him walk. Starting off the year with a big 5-1 win against the Penguins, that was huge. Now playing against the Los Angeles Kings. So we're playing there against the Minnesota Wild. At home, so it's going to be Jesperi Kotkaniemi's return to Montreal. We're definitely going to have slow sim that game. I'm just going to simulate up to that day. All right, facing off against the Kings at home. 2-1 wins, starting off the year with back-to-back wins. 6-4 against the Penguins. There you go. 5-4 against Detroit. Can we make it 5 in a row? We can. 5 wins in a row to start off the year. Couple of 5-4 wins back-to-back. Third and a fourth for Anderson. I'm going to say no. All right, so a first for Malgin, Marino, and a third. That's for 2028. That's for the upcoming draft. Curious to see these guys here. Malgin, he's in our AHL team as well as Marino. 81 overall, 79 overall, and a third. We will get a first-round pick for 2 AHLers in a third round. They're not doing good so far. 1-4-1. We get Higgins, so Jamal Higgins, he can replace Malgin at center. And we have somebody to replace Marino for defense. A first for 2 AHLers and a third. Thank you very much, Ottawa. I'm going to take that every day of the week. There you go. So we have 2 first-round picks this year from the Coyotes and the Ottawa Senators. So I hope both teams suck. That would be huge for our team. All right, so we got 67 over to center on, but he's on the fourth line. It's the AHL, so it's not really anything crazy. This guy here, though, 51 overall. I would definitely have to go find another defenseman because we had signed Lajoie as we get our first loss of the year after winning 6 in a row. It's going to get another defense for AHL. So Ottawa just beat Boston 8-1. I saw in the top right corner, so That's not a good sign. If we want a good pick from them, as we are first in the division, Senators are third last in the division. So as long as Senators and the Coyotes suck, that's going to be good for us. We lose 7-5 against the Boston Bruins. That one hurts. Man, imagine if that pick that we got from the Ottawa Senators ends up being like a lottery pick. We would give up 2 AHL players and a third for a lottery pick. Imagine that. That would be crazy. Oh my goodness. So Arizona right now, early on, they're actually fourth in the division. So they're doing pretty good so far with Unala on the team. Gonna have to keep an eye on that. But the next game is against Jesperi Kotkaniemi. They're 4-4-1 over in Minnesota. Hopefully he doesn't score against us at the Bell Center. He was huge for us in his 8 years that he was with the team in our franchise mode. Period number 1, 1-1. Dumba and Brendan Gallagher are captain. We started our backup. They have DiPietro in net. 2-2. There he is. Jesperi Kotkaniemi and Draisaitl. He scores against us in his return. And Anderson Dolan gets the winning goal. We lose that one against the Minnesota Wild. That's actually 4 losses in a row. We're now 6-3-1. We really got to wake up. We're still first in the division because we had so much of a good start at the beginning of the year. We had a good cushion, but we definitely got to keep it going here and get some more wins. I'm going to see if we have any games against the Coyotes soon. None so far. We have one there on December 17th. No, and I'm gonna go a bit quicker in this episode, try to just get the whole year done. I'm not gonna do a whole lot of Soul Sim games apart from the Wild and the Coyotes, and I want to get the year done. I don't know if I'm gonna go more than 10 years for this franchise mode series. I may just do the first 10 years, so 2 more seasons, and then do the rest off while I'm not recording. And most likely I'm going to post stuff on Instagram and Twitter. You can follow me there at The Canadiens, so just like my YouTube and username with the before. You can follow me there. So I'm probably going to post the rest of the franchise mode there. I'm not sure how long I'm going to go, how many years, but I think 10 years is a good amount of time for franchise mode. As we get offered Carefoot and 2 picks for Hutanen. He's medium elite, gonna say no. So we've been playing pretty good. 5 wins in a row, 14-6-1. Make it 7 wins in a row, 33 points, first in the division right now. Zach Rowinski for Trevor Wong. Now, I'm going to say no. I'm just curious to see what Rowinski's rating is because Wong is one of our better forwards. He is 90 overall, 21 points in 24 games, 88 overall for Rowinski at 30, making 9.3 for 1 year. So this is a bad trade for us. An expiring contract for one of our best players. Losing streak ends at 7, but we can't complain. 7 wins in a row. Buffalo is actually first in the division. Wow, leapfrogging us. We're back first. Gonna be back and forth. 7-2 against the Sens. Let's go. Beat them again 4-3. That's huge for our pick. They're actually fourth in the division. But we need Ottawa and Arizona to lose as many games as they can. 29-1. That's 20 wins before 10 regulation losses. The team is absolutely on fire. 21-10-1 right now. Couple more games and 6-3, 3-1, 2 wins in a row. 23-10-1. Marco Unala, we're playing against him in Arizona against the Coyotes. Playing in Arizona and Vegas, a couple of warm weather destinations. Small scores right off the bat. Clayton Keller scores on Samsonov 2-0 early in the first. 3-1, Keller and Caulfield. Ends up 3-2. We make it close. Unala doesn't score, but we drop this one 3-2. A couple of wins in a row. Then we lose against the Coyotes. So I'm just going to keep simulating. The team's doing very good. Playing another game against the Wild there. It's going to slow sim that one. And against the Coyotes. A couple of games in January. Definitely have to keep an eye on those. Alright, 23-11-2. A shootout loss. We still get a point. We're closing in on 50 points in the year in December. Can we get it against the Panthers? We can. 2-0 shutout. 50 points on the year. And we're playing in Minnesota. They're 18-17-3. Not a great record. 1 game over 500. All right, Kotkaniemi Big fan of you, but please don't score against us. Period number 1, nothing. Period number 2, 3-1. All right, so Gallagher, McLeod gets 2 on DiPietro, then Page on Samsonov. 4-2, Ratti and Cole Caulfield. Kotkaniemi doesn't score in this one, and we get a win. 2 wins against the Minnesota Wild on the year. Now we're going to slow sim the game against the Arizona Coyotes. We're flying through this year, already at the new year in 2028 in just a few days. We end up 2027 with a loss. That's not good. All right, let's bounce back. All right, so we end off 2027 with a loss. We start 2028 with a loss. Couple of wins in a row there. We bounce back. 7-1 win against the Winnipeg Jets. All right, that must have been some good points for Draisaitl. 6-3 against the Stars. Back-to-back wins. There you go. 7 goals, 6 goals, 5 and 6. The team is on fire. So we lose against the Columbus Blue Jackets, although it was in overtime. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games in a row with a point. Can we make it 10 against the Arizona Coyotes? We have their first round pick. Period number 1. 2-1 after 1. Fleury and Caulfield. Fleury is not on our team. I was thinking the real life Montreal Canadiens. Cal Fleury scores against us. Former Canadian. Caulfield and Churchrin, former Arizona Coyotes. So a couple of defensemen score against their former team. After 3-3 to tie it up. Keller, Draisaitl, Pietrangelo gets goals in the second. And Ekman Larson gets a goal in the third. It was the defenseman that stole the show. Pietrangelo, OEL, Churchrin, Fleury, all getting goals in that one. We hadn't had any trades made by the AI. We had a couple of trades offered to us that none were really interesting at all. But we'll see what happens if we get offered anything by the trade deadline. All right, so we're 33-16-3, a tremendous record. We have 69 points. We're first in the division. Let's keep it going. We have a couple of games against the Maple Leafs in back-to-back. Couple of games against the Leafs in 3 weeks. There's the first computer trade. Holmstrom in a 5th for a 2nd and a prospect between the Oilers and the Islanders. We beat the Leafs 6-2. That is fantastic. You want to kick Maple Leafs ass. That is fantastic to win against the Maple Leafs there, our rival. So, two firsts for Trevor Wong. I'm going to say no. Trevor Wong is too important for our team. We're in a win now mode. I'm not going to give him up for a couple of picks. We already have 2 first-round picks. A Stamkos, who's a low top 9. Speaking of Stamkos, we're playing against the Lightning, and we win 8-3. A couple of prospects in a 5th for Kerfoot. We were actually offered Kerfoot for a first earlier, but he's not worth the first. Sergachev, wow. I'm going to say no, but I'm just curious to see what Sergachev's rating is in this game. 88 overall at 29. Elite, exact, two-way defender. 11.8 for another 7 years. He is getting paid. All right, so we actually lose 6-2 there against the Panthers. Okay, this is an interesting trade. We get offered Pare, who's medium elite, 87 overall at 23, right winger. How much is he making? He's unsigned, it appears. Okay. So I went over to the Devils screen, and I actually missed that earlier. He's an RFA right now, so I'm going to say no just for the fact that I want to keep that first to get somebody that we can sign right off the bat to an entry-level deal. Maybe potentially get a good pick if they do bad. They're actually just in a borderline playoff spot right now, so I'm just going to let it be for now. Maybe something else comes, we can look into it, but I'm going to wait and not do that move right now. All right, so we get offered another first-round pick. A lot of firsts being offered, although the Winnipeg Jets are insane. 38, 17, and 6 is going to be a late first-round pick for sure. So a trade here went down between the Oilers and the Blues. So the Blues get Holmstrom and Levo for Connor Sheary and Madison Bowie to the Oilers. All right, so we're at the trade deadline. I'm not going to make any moves. The team is unreal. Caulfield has 50 goals on the dot in 63 games. 92 overall. There you go. 50 goals scored, Caulfield. Way over a point per game. 80 points in 63 games. He has 19 games left to get 20 points, get 100. Draisaitl as well, 79, 34 goals. Shane Wright has 58 assists. Byram has 40 assists and it's a plus 33. Wow, Wong 48. Gallagher 42 points, 22 goals at 35 years old. Domi, McLeod, Blais, everybody's producing. Even Connor Garland, 10 goals. Look at that. You love to see it. Churchman on the back end has 10 goals. First backup Carlson, 10 goals on the fourth line. Wow, the team is incredible. Samsonov is 33, 15, and 3, 904 save percentage, 269 goals against. Lapointe 6, 6, and 1. Over Labaz Sawyer 29, 14, and 1 with 7 shutouts. Wow. So we're first in the division in the NHL. Laval is third in the division, just a few points behind the Devils and the Senators. We're 7 points ahead from the Lightning. All right, so Ottawa, they're fourth in the division, as well as the Coyotes, unfortunately. So may not be lottery picks, but if we can get like a top 15, top 10 pick, maybe that'd be good. Who knows? This may be a back-to-back Vezina Trophy win for Marcus Samsonov. You never know. The way this is going, he's been on fire. Unfortunately, once again, lost out in the Stanley Cup final last year against the Chicago Blackhawks. We got a revenge there 5-2 on February 4th. So I'm just going to go ahead and simulate up to the last week. So we're playing against the Blackhawks. We're playing a couple of games back-to-back against the Leafs to end off the year. 6-4 win against the Penguins. That's 40 wins on the year. We're going to get probably over 50 wins the way this is going. Hopefully we can keep it up. 42 wins. We just need to win 8 out of our last couple of weeks of games. There you go. So we get a win against the Islanders. Win against the Philadelphia Flyers. Come on. 6 more wins for 50 on the year. 92, 10-3 against the Islanders. Oh my goodness. 96 points, 46 wins right now. 55 goals and 92 points for Cole Caulfield. I'm going to check over at the league news to see what they mentioned about our performance against the Islanders, if there's anything there should be. I mean, 10 goals. Let's see here. It's a bit lower on the list. So, final score was 10-3. Doesn't show really anybody that had points. It just says the Islanders take a beating at the hands of the Canadiens. 10-3. Yeah, doesn't show who got the points, but I'm sure that Draisaitl, Wong, Caulfield, all those guys probably lit up the lamp. Senators are down to 5th in the division, and the Coyotes are 7th in the division. Let's go. Possibly that could be a lottery pick. I'm so glad I didn't do that trade with the Devils earlier on. Had a feeling that I wanted to keep that pick because you never know. I'm going to solo sim the last 2 games against the Maple Leafs as well. Looking for 100 points. There it is. 47 wins. 98 points. 1 more win. Can it be against the Lightning? No. 4-1 loss. All right. So we need 1 more win for 100 points. We need to win our last 3 to get 50. There you go. All right. So we're playing against a 33, 35, and 12 Leafs. 48 wins in a year. Can we win both back-to-back games against Toronto and finish the year with 100 points? 0-0 after 1, after 2, 3-1. All right, Blais, Byram, Draisaitl, and Cohen. So can we finish off the year with 50 wins? Krause and Domi, there you go. Yes, Galaining gets win for Samsonov, 5-2. 49 wins in the year. Looking for number 50. We have 102 points. Here we go. Playing in Toronto. Gonna be a good game here. Period number 1, 1-0. We started off right. Jacob first back at Carlson. Nothing after 2. 50 wins. First back at Carlson and Draisaitl both get 2. There it is. 50 wins on the year. 104 points. 9 points ahead of the Lightning and the Panthers. All right, what a year for the boys. We're going to see where the Coyotes finish. So in a sense, we're 3rd in the division. Coyotes, 2nd to last. They were actually, they were one of the worst teams in the league. I'm going to have to check that out quickly as well to see what chance we have to get a potential lottery pick. You never know. It's going to go all the way down here where I'm at the wrong place. All right, entire league. Colorado wins the President's Trophy, 116 points. Still have 1 game to play. Wow. All right, so it looks like Vegas was the worst team to get into playoffs. So Arizona was the sixth worst team in the league, and Ottawa was over there at 17. All right, so it's going to definitely be a good pick with the Coyotes. Probably going to be a top 10 pick. Who knows? Maybe they jump up and we win the lottery. That would be crazy. We'll find that out in the next episode after the playoffs. Looking for our first Stanley Cup. Caulfield has 58 goals. Wow, both of them almost 100 points between him and Draisaitl. 71 assists for Shane Wright. 50 assists for Byron, plus 36. The rest of the team there, 25 goals for Gallagher. Him and Blais 1 point shy of 50. I'm really impressed on the scoring from everybody. It's really spread out. Everybody contributing this year. 40, 20, and 3 with only one shutout though, but a big year for Marcus Samsonov and Maxime Lapointe backing him up as well. Going to compare Samsonov to the rest of the league, see who else had 40 wins. Ilya Samsonov. All right, so maybe it'll be another battle of the Samsonovs in the Stanley Cup playoffs. You never know. Let's look at how Byron did compared to other guys. Brandstrom, Brook, Makar, Krug, Josh Brook, former Canadian. Jones, McAvoy, Rinsky, Hannafin, Fabro. There you go. Wow, did I see that correctly? Plus 48 and plus 45 for Brook and Makar. Unreal years for them. Take a look now at all skaters. I accidentally went to rookies. Well, let's take a look at rookies then first. 33-26 there for Bonnet. Lapointe there 10-9 and 1. Markkanen and Morrow both had 29 wins. Were there any crazy rookie skaters there? 54 points, 34 goals for John Bickle over in Ottawa. See the rest of the guys on the list there. And of course, the entire league in scoring. Who won Yurt Ross in the Rocket? Kurt Kalanos, 100 points on the dot and 63 goals. So he wins both the Rocket, I assume. Yes, both the Rocket and the Art Ross. Caulfield is right behind him. Martins, McKinnon, Draisaitl. So we have two guys in the top 5. Can't complain. There you go. That's a very good year for those guys. Taking a quick look again at the points. So Larkin had a huge year, 97 points. Lundstrom, Sprong, McKinnon, Matthews, Sveshnikov, Marner, Martins. All right. And Kotkaniemi, look at that. Over a point per game, 29 goals. Really happy for him. You want to see those guys succeed for sure, even if they're with other teams. Still really like those players, obviously. So I'm going to take a look who we're facing in round number 1 of the Stanley Cup playoffs. All right, so we're facing off against the Boston Bruins. Okay, a battle between two long-time rivals between Montreal, Boston. That's going to be a good one. Yamamoto, Kairu, Pasta, 91 overall. Tuck, Cousins, Jones, Faxa, Stunika, Patan, Nosen, Merkley, Lushrainen. Defense, all right, so it's different. They no longer have Krug and McAvoy. They do have Liljegren, though. Ulevi, Jolson, Lambos, O'Rourke. And in goal, McKenzie, Blackwood, 84 overall. On paper, our team is better, but in the simulation, it doesn't always mean it's going to be the better team that wins. We'll find it out in the next episode. The Maple Leafs aren't in the playoffs. That's good to see. Until next time, thank you for watching, and as always, have a great day.